not to that, which is kind of something that was created when I used the odd dropper tool. It's better just to use a dialog box and pick something from the library. In this case, I want drywall. I think that's certainly not under flooring. Where is that? Wallboard. Yeah, there it is. Now when you get these preview things, you just right-click on the material and download it. And then downloads it. You have to have an active internet connection for that. Okay. All right. Let me hit the space bar to deselect. Okay. So you're beginning to see where I'm going with this. I'm going to Control Tab back. I'm going to copy this slab. This time not in place. I'm just make a copy. And out here, this little rectangular thing. I mean, not rectangle. It's triangular. We'll rotate that. Don't have point-to-point move, so I'm just going to have to left-click and then hit the Control key so I can kind of move that over exactly where I want it, which is right up against. Well, let's see, right there in that crux. The next step is kind of a polygon shape. Now I'm using the Control key to override the angle snaps. Hate to say things that you probably don't understand what I'm talking about, but there's natural tendencies of things to snap one thing to another, and a way to override that is to hit the Control key and then left click, and then I can make these things go where I want. Remember, this is a copy of this one, and I need the break tool. There's the break tool. I want to break that line in this long line into two lines. Oops. I want this flat over here, and I'm going to get rid of that there. Okay. Well, the geometry on this isn't going to be perfect, but what do you want for a nickel? I'm going to put another break over here. Okay, now this is going to be, this slab has a height in it. That's on the General tab. It's 21 inches. We want this one here to be 7 inches lower than that. So that's 15 inches. We'll set that. See, since it's a copy, it has the same attributes as the one it was copied from. Now it's at 15. I'm going to get this other slab that's underneath. Yeah, that one. We'll copy it. Get the idea. There's no point in rotating it. I'm just going to hit the Control key and put that over there, just about an inch inside the other one. This little slab here will be at 14 inches, 1 inch underneath the top of the tread. And the break tool to reshape it. And that goes over there against the underneath. So I'm going to need to break it one more time right there. I know you guys like all this stuff automatic, but this is what a real 3D modeler does. Like in Chief, something like this would be very, very commonly done. There's a lot more tools to do it with. Okay, now we have down 7, 7. I think this one's at, what, 15? The next one will be at 7. Yeah. So we'll copy that. Oops. And let's see, this one goes over here. I know this isn't a perfect duplicate, but like I say, what do you want for free? If you want it perfect, you can make it perfect. Pull that over there. And we don't need this line here, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay. Now we'll open the dialog, lower it 7 inches down to 7. And get the one that's underneath. I think that's it. This one should be at 14 inches. Yep, it is. Okay. Copy it over here, and then we'll start reshaping it. Oh, I guess I should set it to 6 inches first. Not the kind of thing you're going to read in the manual very often. This is just from, you know, my hair's gray already, and when you're confronted with a problem to solve, you just, well, okay, well, how can I do this? And that's kind of what, when I was thinking about how I'm going to do this in Architectural Designer 10, well, this is the idea I came up with, and it's perfectly workable. You may not think so. Let's see where we are. Go back to the camera view. Now the last thing I have to do is figure out what to do with that. I don't have a delete 3D surface. Let's see, where is that coming from? I guess it's coming from that invisible wall. Not quite. And it's reacting to, oh, okay, I think I know what to do. I'm going to open this room dialog box. There's a bunch of stuff to select in there, so I have to kind of use the next button or the tab key to tab through there. Let's look what we have here. I've got this set at 28. I don't need it at 28. I'm going to put it at 0. See if that helped. Yeah, there we go. So this little room over here is at 28. This one's at 0 and open below. And that's how you can do that. Oops, something happened to our stairs. It's always something. Thought I was all done. I'd hate to build an entire staircase this way. That would be tedious. But it could be done. This is, okay, that's 28. I think this stair is just a little bit too close to my 0 room. I'm going to pull it away from there a little bit. See if that didn't solve that. Well, fiddlesticks. Let me get rid of that stair and draw another one. If you fiddle around with this, you can get this to work. Okay, no, that stair's still too low. What can I do? I guess I can just drag this over until it's not anywhere near this little room over here that's 0. Let's see if that, no. Let me hit F12 to rebuild the walls. Okay, that's not working. Well, here I have egg on my face. Let me look at this in an elevation camera, see if it's actually being kosher. Okay. I can drag the stair over. I just can't get it too close or it'll read the 0 in that other little space. See, I'm just going to try to get close. No, see it jump down. Ah, here we go. This kind of stuff takes patience. Okay, one other thing. I see that you've got a slanted wall over here for a railing, for a solid railing. We don't need this camera anymore. Okay, now how are you going to do that? The way you do that, all right, we'll back up. I did the escape key because I accidentally actuated some stuff. Okay, I'm going to put a wall break over here where that invisible wall is right here to section this off. This little piece of wall here, I'm getting a stair, so I'll go to select that next object. I'm going to open that and tell it to be, unlike Pro and Cheap, I can't just change this to a railing wall. Yeah, yep. Okay. Hold the phone. I'm going to have to delete this wall and use the railing wall tool. Yeah. Boy, when I said extemporaneous, I meant it. We'll draw that back in with a railing wall, and we'll open this dialog box of the railing wall. And on the railing tab, I should be able to, yep, make it a solid railing. And if what luck is smiling on me, yeah, there we go. Not real pretty. Let's see, maybe I need to, maybe that'll pull over a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. No, that looks like doo-doo. So, well, what do you want, perfection? Anyway, you can see that it has a tendency, I could mess around with this, but I think I've shown you how to solve your problem. Now, how hard you work in making this perfect and so forth is your business, but my business is solutions, and this is certainly the beginnings of solutions. It's like I don't have a second floor, I don't have a hole up here for the staircase to go to. This would just kind of demonstrate how to solve the question that you asked, and this will work or can be made to work. It may take more patience than you have, but that's your problem, not mine. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this does help some people that have this or similar problems.